Hello and welcome to Cowgirl Up, your daily mindset elevation podcast brought to you by Mental Game 101. I'm Lori Blickenstaff, and today I just want to share my own mindset transformation story so that you can see how possible it is to change. I'm going to start with my aha moment when I realized how much I needed to work on the mental game. And this will give you an honest glimpse into what was in my head back then. So it was the year 2017 when I decided I wanted to compete a lot more and get serious about the team roping. So I'm driving to a jackpot, which was a couple hours away, and it's getting pretty dark ahead. The clouds are moving in, and in my head, I'm thinking or feeling almost glad, like, oh, maybe the roping will get canceled and then I won't have to, put myself out there and possibly fail and then have to live with that. Well, that was my wake-up call. And I just told myself that day, Lori, you are not going to spend all of this time and money if you can't be excited to go do something that you love. So as I analyzed where this was coming from, I realized that the short rounds were making me really uncomfortable. There was a little bit of dread, of the pressure or having that feeling of being let down or letting a partner down. In retrospect, it's not surprising because here are the kind of thoughts that frequented my head. Well, I'll never be able to compete at a high level because I don't have my own arena. I don't have access to steers year round. My husband doesn't ride. My career takes too much time. I have to travel alone. I'm not good under pressure. No one's going to want to rope with me. And then the biggest one was always in the back of my head. What if I miss? So I hope for your sake that you're way ahead of where I was. But if even a little bit of it sounds familiar, you'll see in a minute here that there is hope. From that day, I took off on a journey of studying the mental game. I read tons of self-help books, sports psychology, listened to motivational speakers, attended clinics, and through trial and error, just figured out what strategies worked for roping. Now, looking back, I wish I would have gotten help, worked with someone one-on-one, just because it would have gotten me to where I wanted to go so much faster. But as I trained myself to start to think like a winner and to focus on the process rather than the outcomes, I began roping much more consistently and having success. And most importantly, I was enjoying every part of it and never dreading going. So to really hit home just how great this transformation was, let's fast forward to 2023. That's when I found myself in the highest pressure situation I've ever experienced as high call in the number 7 at the World Series of Team Roping finale. So you can imagine the scene if you know the South Point Arena, the cameras, the lights. I had friends and family in the stands. The announcer was just, building it up until they got to my partner and I, who were the very last to go. So all we had to do, and the announcer made sure we knew this, as we rode in the box, all we had to do was rope the steer under 16 seconds, and we'd win $174,000. So no pressure. But I will tell you, in all honesty, and I'm not making this up just for a good story. This is true. As I was sitting back there, waiting my turn, I just felt extremely blessed to be in that position, and I was really excited just to get my turn. I know it sounds like a miracle, and there was definitely a divine touch on us that day, but it's the truth, and the reason that I share this is not to brag, but to illustrate that radical mindset change is possible. So if I can undergo such a transformation, you can too. And if you're starting out with a pretty good mindset already, just know that you can always rise even higher. Remember, you are powerful, you are full of potential, and when you keep doing a little bit every day, it's going to add up to a lot over time. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any words of encouragement, questions, suggestions, or any other feedback, please email me at Lori@mentalgame101.com.